I'm answering the question that I got from a junior high, the parent of a junior high wrestler who was working with his son. The guy wrestled himself and didn't know this, never really paid attention to it, but it's very, very important. What I'm going to demonstrate here is he says his son kind of like, he gets sloppy now that he's in a growth spurt in junior high. When he goes to hit his inside step, head outside double leg attack, okay, which is, commonly referred to and sometimes mistakenly as the penetration step. That's not the only penetration step there is. It's one of many, okay? There's a bunch of different penetration steps for the head outside double leg, okay? There's head outside doubles that are shot without a penetration step, and then there's some penetration steps that don't even have anything to do with attacking legs. It all has to do with attacking upper body. But anyhow, I noticed one of the things that he's doing, and this is really common, is he's dragging his trailing foot as he sweeps it through the post before he steps into his finishing angle. So what I mean by that, okay, is when he goes to take his shot, okay, he's got good mechanics. He makes a good level change. He's targeted, okay. He's opened up his opponent's defenses, however he's done that, whether close, with a wrist, snapped and circled, popped up, crowd post, okay, got their head to turn a little bit, level change. They haven't changed their level down, whatever, okay. He set it up somehow. But when he goes to step, okay, he's going to step, okay, for his step in from a distance, okay. But when he comes through, he's getting that real heavy drag in his foot, okay. Youth wrestling, things like that, okay, they're gonna do things like that. In the junior high, yeah, but you have to try to fix that as much as possible, because it is, when you're wrestling better people, okay, that have, super quick defenses, and you're gonna run into people that have quicker defenses than your offense, even if you have, a really good, straight, powerful, level change and step into whatever leg attack you're making, there are gonna be people out there that can defend it just as quick, okay? And dragging that foot will absolutely rob you of a little bit of power when you swing your hips through and pop when you go to post your leg, okay? It'll post your foot to drive your finishing angle with legs wrapped. It'll absolutely affect that, okay? Even a little bit. And even if it affects it a little bit, why would you want that if you can fix it? So the goal is, and you shouldn't hear any shoe drag here, when I step, okay, and I attack, having that back foot, even when I'm circling to my stance, having my trailing foot cocked at a 45 a little bit, so I have more surface area here to launch off of anyway, okay? But with the front foot turned that way, it allows the hip will rotate up and down like this, but it rotates even better outwardly in a circle, okay? When I go to sweep through my shot, okay, I can launch harder, create more power out of my trailing leg once I level change and load it to shoot, okay? But I can bring my trailing foot up and over and post it without dragging it under and through over my laces and slowing my attack down. So what I mean is, I've changed my level, I've opened my opponent up, however, I go to take my step, my hands come out with my target step, which I should also be hooking my heel and getting a little bit of forward power out of when I step. But you shouldn't hear my shoe drag because I'm gonna bring my foot over the way my hip rotates. Here, no shoe drag, okay? And this is where learning how to duck walk, okay? Even if you have to sit in this position first, learn how to stretch their hips out, okay? Then you're taking it through your step through drill, okay? Okay, and not dragging so much, all right? Learning how to hit that without dragging your feet from both sides of your body, okay? Eventually, that'll smooth out, and for their warm-up, especially before you drill, if you're doing line drills up and down the room, before that specific inside step, head outside drill, okay? I'm usually getting them to do outer hip rotations, just to get a bunch of blood rushing in there, get a good stretch, and get that hip and that motion in the brain to connect together, okay? And after so long, when they're highly skilled, do they need to get into all that? Nah, but I mean, when I when I'm first teaching, say we're getting into junior high level, which is really important, and I'm polishing youth level things in junior high. I'm trying to polish them as much as I can, along with polishing some behavior and some attitude and listening skill before they move up to varsity coaches, okay? If I'm starting to polish that head outside, inside step, okay, for a double leg attack or head outside single attack, same step, okay? That's one of the things I do, is get them used to rotating that hip outwardly, both of them, okay? Duck walk, okay? I get that outward hip rotation going, and then when they're stepping through their penetration step drill, which some people, some coaches actually do call the duck walk, okay? Anyhow, either way, whatever. I get them to focus, okay? And every time they step, they're reaching to secure legs and pull themselves into the shot, but they're focusing, okay, on stepping that foot over, not dragging the foot under and dragging laces, okay?